welcome back to my channel at Sarah Tourist. In case it's your first time to see us, kindly do subscribe. If you're maybe returning subscriber, thank you so much for choosing to watch this video again. So guys, specifically I'm here to meet Miss Grace and Brenda Akatama. Thank you so much for inviting me to be here, and thank you so much for allowing us to come here in your space. It's really beautiful here. It feels cold, but again, like not too cold. Like it's just that I don't know how the feelings. But before we go there, I want us to introduce ourselves. Then we can start and let you know what we are going to do here. Maybe we'll start with you.
Oh, me? Hi, Sarah Nation. How are you doing, guys? My name is Lynn Zabu, and I do some projects that were inspired by Sarah, and that's why I deserve a table. I guess that's it.
Hi everybody in Sarah Nation. I just got to meet Sarah today. Really excited because I love meeting women of purpose. My name is Ruth. She called me Grace because the home is called Grace Villa. Almost even my mom, everyone calls me Grace at this point. But my name is Ruth Kendeje Ndiabahika. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, this is Mish. I'm in vlog with Jay. Hope everyone is doing fine. Hope you're well. I do travel basically and lifestyle. Thank you.
Hello, YouTube channel name is JBN, and I do projects. I was inspired by Sarah Tourist. So yeah, we're here to list Miss Grace.
So Grace.
Everyone calls me Grace.
Yeah, because we saw
Yeah, so guys, we are just here.
Yeah.
Maybe Miss Ruth, you can tell me something about you a little bit, then we can start from there to discuss, because this is a discussion for us to know more, because for you at least you're established. Guys, I checked inside and I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to just carry her office to the village, like this. Take it to Soga, from Kabale, from Soga to be really good, because there's something that I was missing. I thought about it and I was planning it, but maybe I was not really putting it more energy. But right now you have opened my eyes and I'm like, this is the thing. You know, before I go, one of the girls told me that, you know what, for us we do this project so that we can get money to support us. And I was like, yeah, that's what I want.
That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, so I just want you, like you tell us something about this project, how it started, why is it here, and
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. So again, like I said, I'm Ruth. This place is called Grace Villa. It's named after my mom, Grace.
Okay.
So my mom is Reverend Canon Grace Ndiabahika. She was the first woman to be ordained as a priest in the Anglican Church in Africa.
Okay.
There were 3 ordained at the same time by the late Bishop Festo. So her story, that journey inspired me, and she's my hero, my mentor. So her life is what I hope for the girls. You know, you can do the impossible if you really put your heart to it, and if you have the right support system behind you. So that's why I named it Grace Villa. So we're old. We're 10. We turned 10 years old.
Oh,
yeah. We're very, very proud of this a decade of love and miracles.
Happy anniversary.
So, thank you. Thank you. Is everyone watching? These guys are coming back in July.
Yes.
That sounds like a pig, like a trap, like.
And now it's on camera. So
yes.
We have to be here.
On like, what would be the date?
7th July to the 13th of July. So you can choose any of those days in between. So 7th is arrival. 8th we have a marathon, football tournament. many things
I guess you
happening in
can
the
go on a
city.
marathon.
Yeah.
And the movie, I heard
We have
about
a
the
movie that we are
That we-
premiering, which the
yeah.
girls are doing. They're writing, producing, directing, acting their own movie, and we're releasing it on I think it's the 9th.
I have to come back.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be at Lake Bunyonyi,
Yeah,
so we
I
can't
have
miss
to
that.
come back.
Yeah.
And you know, like Wakanda.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
So Black Panther fame.
Yeah.
So it's the most beautiful spot in the world. Anyway, so my journey, I'm a child psychologist. So children are in my background anyway. So for many years I lived with a friend who introduced us. Brenda, thank you for creating synergies. These are so important.
Yeah.
And so I lived there for 2 decades. I was there for a long time, through school, through work. And then I'm not going to go into my story because this is your story.
Yeah.
So it's a long story that led me to deciding I need to be home. So I packed up my life and moved here to Kabale to start Grace Villa.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Grace Villa is a safe space for at-risk girls. So the girls who are here are mostly brought by the police, by probation officers, and like really concerned community members. We are 215 in total, but in the home we're 30 when we're all here.
Okay.
But like tonight, if you came, we're like 18 because kids are in boarding school, kids are, all over the place. But in holidays, when we are full, we are 30. So the girls range in age. We say the youngest in the constitution is 6 in the house because it's me. I'm not going to be doing diapers. I'm not going to be,
That's
true. So we had to come up with an age where a kid can be until we grow. When we become bigger, like how we also planning to be bigger, then we'll have staff who can do different things.
Let me tell you, I have 2 babies who are around 1.5 to 2, but it's a
Yeah.
So if you have more
Even
than
now when you
2,
travel, you're thinking.
Yeah, all
But then always I'm calling.
Yeah.
Like I have 2, but it's a struggle. So if you have more than that, I can really. It needs to be prepared to plan. Yeah.
Because
It has to be a
you're
high
bringing
stage
the
zone.
kid here to be in a safe,
Yes.
nurturing environment, not to be dumped here and then you.
That's right. That's true.
So our eldest finished university.
Wow.
Yes. I now have 2 university grads, actually 3.
Well,
One is our accountant here, but she's leaving. She got a job, which we're happy.
Yeah.
Then the second one has been into King's College, Kudo. She did education at Chambogo. Then the third did business statistics. And she's also working. Yeah, so we have that whole age range. So you
Do you have any biological kids?
no, not yet.
Oh, that's so.
It's going to happen.
Amen.
But not yet. Yeah.
That's okay. So it will come.
But this
But
is how
you have
the
so
children-
many kids.
Yeah, I feel They're my children.
Yeah.
I'm looking for mother from this side. I'm not so old.
Oh, you're not so
One
young.
of my
Eh?
sons.
I can be one of them.
Yeah.
How are you posing your question? Do you want to be adopted or?
Because we are a bit concerned.
It's a big question.
I don't want to be adopted, but I want to be,
To have a mother.
yes,
Oh,
from,
that's
The
from
earthly
this side.
mother.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you don't have a mom.
I have.
Yeah, your poor mom is watching this one.
No, it's not that you have mothers from
Yeah, it's not that up to
There's
by the way.
my friend's mother stays just up there.
Yeah.
Me and my friend got into, and I was like, "Girl, you're not taking away my mom. We can fight all you want, but she's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
mine."
exactly.
Yeah.
There are some bonds you can't break by that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I like what I want to learn first is how did you come up? Because I have ladies, I have over 18 ladies that they are just helpless. They have kids, more than 2, some 5, some 6, but they are just helpless, and I would love to encourage them to do something. But I saw you have so many activities going on, and the materials, like you have the real nice materials, and like I just want to know, how did you come up with all of this, and how can I start slowly but surely?
Yeah, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love what I do, and I'm good at what I do.
Yeah, we can see that.
But one thing I'm not good at is fundraising. I'm terrible at asking. You know, I'm very bad at asking, and yet you can't have an organization without funds. So one thing we did, and it just kept happening. You know, how do we get money without asking for the money?
True.
And then, so things happened. Like most of what we did was not written; it just happened. So, for instance, we have many kids, and they're all in school, and you need a uniform. So you have 100 and something kids. How are you going to get them uniforms when you don't have a lot of money?
True.
So buy big fabric, bring it home, and bring a tailor. He would measure the kids, and he would sew. So now the kids would watch and say, "Oh, can I help?" You know how kids are.
Yeah.
So they'd sit around, cut. Okay, you cut. Okay, you do this. And it eventually became a tailoring school. So eventually the kids started making their own.
Okay.
So then now you're at school, and then the kids are like, "But your shirt is nicer than mine."
Let me do it.
So then how did you get that shirt? Oh, we make shirts. So now we start providing uniforms to kids. Then now here comes me, who lived away, I love clothes.
Yeah.
Right?
I can see your
But then,
sweater.
but then it's hard to access things that you like here. Although I discovered a second-hand manjari here, second-hand market has nice things. Anyway, so now I said finding fashions and finding fabric and saying, "You guys make me this." And, then we'll tweak, work it together. Now you're becoming a designer. I don't know how to sew. Things would come out nicely. Then people would see my dress. "Oh, I want that dress." Then it becomes a line. That dress becomes a line. We make like 20 and people are buying them. And so that's how the tailoring evolved. So I go online. We have Pinterest. We have all these things where you take a screenshot and then people are really good. So the market is there because everybody wants
A dress.
nice things, and then if there's a story behind the nice thing. So what we say is we do not want people to buy our things because they're made by orphans. But we want them to say, "Oh, this is nice," and then find out afterwards that,
Oh wait, so all the kids are they all orphans or?
we at risk, orphans and at risk of.
Oh, okay. All right.
Originally, the constitution was for only orphans, but after being on the ground, you find that the need. Or you
It's
can find some,
general.
Yes.
some kids who are orphans are better off.
Yeah.
than some
Yes.
kids
Even
who
those
are
what I
just-
wanted to say.
Yeah.
That's what I
like
wanted
your
to say.
story.
There are so many kids who their mothers are there, but their dads they're just not there. There are those kids that the father is there, the mom is there, but they are all completely down.
We have kids, even mothers, who get married, remarried, and the husband says,
Don't bring that
Yeah.
child here. Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah.
seen
so
that.
suddenly, so all
Yes,
these stories. So that's how tailoring started. So we call it chikas.
Yeah.
Chikas. So people started supporting us. So right now we are URI, Uganda Industrial Research Institute. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
They gave us machines. So we have many industrial sewing machines. And then they took the girls for proper training. Like 3 months, it was residential in Kabale. So the girls, now the ones who went for training, now are training the other.
And then
So we have a tailoring room in town. That's where all the sewing people are, where the machines are. Because at first they were here, we had no sitting room. But as we grew, we now ended up. Then, so that's so we have many sustainability projects. Another one which came by mistake was dance. Because we like dancing. If you were here on a Saturday, the girls would welcome you from the road dancing. so we used to dance just for fun and for guests. Then one of the nice hotels here called White Horse Inn one day called and said the manager likes the kids. Said we pay dancers every Sunday. Let your kids dance. Why don't we instead give you guys the money and you guys come and dance? So we said but in reality we were not good. Like we were good for home, those things you're singing in the house, but in public, keep your mouth shut.
Practice.
So
So
we
like the way I dance, in my head,
it's
there. Usually when I see somebody dancing on TV,
Yeah,
I'm like,
imagine.
I can do those moves.
That's how I dance exactly. But if you find me somewhere dancing,
What's in the head is not.
what is in my head does not match what I'm doing usually.
Like me, I'm very good dancer when I'm sitting. When I
That's the current problem. You can dance but stand.
So we got a really cool teacher, a music teacher. Whoever said you won't afford him, he's really good, he's expensive. But he came, met the kids, heard the story, and he now does it for almost free. So every single weekend we practice. And then so we practice. I mean, we didn't sleep for like 3 days because remember we're going to dance for people for pay. So we went. That picture, one of the pictures is on the dining room wall of the first time, and the kids are so excited in their costumes, happy. Well, me, I didn't. I was panic attack.
What's going to happen?
But we got there and we were good.
Yeah, I know. Like even being on stage for the first time gives you courage.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It does.
So and then now we're actually one of the best dancing troops in Kabale. Yeah, like people call us for weddings. Like sometimes we even split the group because we have 2 bookings.
Yeah.
And whenever there's a function, whenever it's us who they call.
This is
beautiful.
Copying.
We even go to even Kampala, Bachiga Nation. They hire us. We went to Nilege Festival in Tebe. You know, so it's spread. So it's wonderful.
You know, I love music and I love the traditional dance. I try to make sure that after
What
every
types of dances do they do?
Traditional.
tradition.
The Shiga dances.
No, man, yeah.
Oh.
So even La Raka Raka, we go to the north, we go to the east, we go to Toro, we go to we do
The explore dance.
We do all of
I
that.
love that. So when you
place.
talked about it, I'm like, okay, I'm just not thinking well. Because I have that group where they can make is it called xylophones?
Xylophone.
Yes, they do it
Oh my
perfectly.
God.
So
I need
But
a
I
xylophone.
trust-
You know
I
someone
trust-
makes xylophone
no, yeah, I have
to
guys.
make with wood. They know how to
Yeah,
make too.
Yeah.
But I trust Sarah.
I
Like,
want xylophone.
when the first time I met Sarah, she wasn't where she is right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we, the ones who are watching, trust her more than she's trusting us.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's good. It's good to be humble and timid because sometimes if you rush,
Yeah, you crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good to go slowly.
If I can
There you go.
train my babies to dance and I still like, because I want to have the school and these ladies, but the source of the income is really right now that I'm fighting. But I want us to be using our talents to bring money out and to give people something out so that they can, not just for the funds only, because so far people have been helping me with funds. But I'm like, okay, thank you. Right now I need to stand firm. So okay,
And what if something happens? You know, it's good to have like a safety net. Like in
Yeah.
case something. Yeah.
So apart from the what I noticed, one of the challenges is you not knowing how to solicit funds.
Well, yeah.
Like you don't know how to solicit
I'm not
funds.
good at it. I
And
don't
asking
enjoy
people
it.
to help you.
Yeah.
I think I'm like that as well. Like sometimes I do something and I really do need help, and I'm like,
How will I
I'll
start?
figure it
Yeah.
out. So
Yeah,
what is the
dialogue.
other big challenge you have faced like in the last few years or currently are facing?
Well, we're evicted from our house. That's a big one, right? Yeah. Why am I laughing? It's funny
Because
now.
it's over now.
Yeah. So during COVID, that time when we're not even allowed to drive, when you know,
Yeah.
our people who owned the house we were living in wanted it back. It was their house, so I guess they're allowed to want their house back. But they gave us 3 months. And imagine, like, you have all these kids, you need a certain kind of space. to
a
house
big
them.
one.
So, I guess miserable. Again, I didn't tell anyone. I suffered alone in silence for like almost 2 months. And then when I was like, my goodness, we're going to end up on the street. I told a friend who said, "But Kabale have house." I'm like, "Where? Show us a house which is big enough to hold the kids and nice enough where we'll feel safe."
So you can craft
So
it.
he brought us here. So I was like, "What?" And it's like much better than where we used to live. So we got on the phone, we called, we're looking to rent, and the lady says, "Sorry, we're not renting, we're only selling." I mean, I remember we had no money. We were going to rent it.
I can imagine.
So she's like, "When I told her how much?" She said something like 800 million, like in the end. So we, long story short, we ended up getting it for much less than 800 million.
So you bought.
But yeah, so
Congratulations.
so yeah, so we had my brother said, "Ruth, you've never fundraised, and yet people know."
Yeah,
yes,
you're
we're
doing something great.
Yeah, people know what you're doing. This is a need. Put it out there. I'm like, it's embarrassing. It's like, it's not. It's not. So we went on, and COVID, everyone was on Facebook. So the Times kind of helped us.
Yes.
By the COVID helped everyone.
Because everyone was kind and looking for what to do that's helpful. You might be dying next week of COVID. So people had this nice, so I put it out there and it spread. So within 3 months, we had raised 650 million and had moved into our own house.
In Uganda, they say akugoba akuwa.
Yeah,
my
Let me tell you that again.
Like akugoba,
Yeah,
magezi.
Ah, there you
Like
go.
if somebody
Someone
chases you,
They
Yeah,
they're
give you
creating
the
a better
Way for you.
way for you.
Yeah.
They make you
Amen.
wiser.
Amen.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah, it's true.
People were so cool. People in university were doing car washes. People I didn't know were just doing all these drives. The girls would, I would wake them up to pray. We became like a church.
I can imagine. I can imagine.
So someone would call and say, "I'm talking to my office. You never know, we might do something."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Wake up, girls! Let's pray. This office is
Let's
ready."
intercede. Let's
And the other girls,
intercede.
Hallelujah! It became so sweet. So now even them, they feel like they prayed this house into
Yes.
existence.
They give it.
really-
They give their energy into it. So yeah.
This is their home that they
And I
for
know they
real
feel
pray
it.
for. Yeah.
Because for me, I remember when I was also starting up, there's some people who were like, but when I called them, let us come, we do the breaks. Right now they knew that the school is for the community. Like they do everything, they support it because they know their effort is there. So when I saw that, I know they feel home here.
I love that.
And also I feel like if maybe you're going to in someone's place, if you reach there and start doing these simple things, not just seated, you feel home. Like that's how when my visitors come home, I want to make sure that they do the dishes. Not that I'm punishing them, but I want them to feel home. And you too, if you go to someone's place, make sure you do something because you'll not be bored and it will
You
feel
just bond naturally.
feel like
that
There's that bond that comes when you're just free with each other.
Yeah. So I feel like now they feel like this is home.
Yeah.
You feel connected right away.
What kind of foods do the girls eat, like on a daily basis? How much food do you think they
I want to
consume?
pose that question.
Oh, a lot. Like as in our budget. So like now when we're 18, our weekly budget is, I was going to look at my phone, but I should know it in my head by now. It's about 600,000 every week. Yeah. But remember that we also
Do farming.
we have a farm, which that's a nice story. One of our kids was in university, worked for like 1 year and came and bought us land last holiday.
That's so good. May God bless her.
In college. So she bought us land not far away from here. So we harvest our potatoes, beans, corn, everything. Even all around we have our greens and stuff. So we do, and then we have people who give. People give a lot.
Yeah.
Most, a lot, and mostly and locals.
And locals, yeah.
Kabale people give.
If in case they know, people, it's because they don't know,
Yeah,
but when they come
by
to
the
know,
way.
they're just ready to help.
What has been the most fulfilling moment of your life as a grace, like that moment you were there and you're like, yes, this is what I was made to live for. The most fulfilling moment, if you have any.
I think the top ones I think the house, because I feel like it's theirs, it's in their name. So whatever happens, even if something happens to me tomorrow,
Everyone will be safe.
it's their home. So I remember when that happened, even my mom is like, well, she's not happy that I'm not married. So she said, maybe God wanted you to.
Yes, maybe God wanted you to.
Mommy said these words, not saying that I shouldn't get married, but maybe his way. Because if you're married, there's so much you can do. Right?
Responsibility.
So I felt like because there were many naysayers. You talked about negative people.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way, but like people placed bets on me staying in Uganda. She'll be back 1 year, 2 years, and then many people warned me about charity like this. They said you're going to get broke and start taking loans and failing and So the house was like a solid thing. It's there now. It's a sign that we've actually reach somewhere, and it's a safety net forever for the kids. Because I don't think they're getting any earthquakes. That is going to be there for the kids. So that was a big one. What was the question again? Like a nice moment.
Yeah, that moment you remember and you're like, I've lived for this.
Yeah, I think
The house.
and not in the house, but not in a way of material things.
Yeah, yes.
But in a way of it really creating safety for the girls. Like,
Do they fight?
That's nature. That's nature.
I'd be worried if they
Like,
do.
what do you think they fight mostly about?
Like this bathroom.
Someone has touched on this
my
one.
things. So, for me, when I hear, I want them to feel comfortable enough to fight.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm a child psychologist. I worked in Boston and also here. There, a kid who has been through what my kids have been through is angry, mean, doesn't trust, doesn't talk, is rude. The majority, not all, but the majority. That's what you expect. Then you're helping work them towards becoming gentle. Here, a kid who has been through what they've been through comes here, tries to be perfect because they are so grateful. So they're running. You call them, they run. So now what I'm doing is trying to make them so comfortable that they can even be stubborn. They can even
To be themselves.
Feel safe enough to do some things which kids normally do. And know that it's your home, it's your family. So so they do fight, but then I've never heard them screaming at each other, like beating and those things, which you would expect, right?
So I have one question. Do you have like people who help you out with the kids, or
Like these ladies, Miss Promise.
how many are they?
Is so I have Doreen, Miss Promise, Miss Sympathy. So there are 3. Then we have the security, who is also like family at this point, 4. Then the cook, 5. So, but none of them sleeps here. Except Doreen. So all the staff leaves in the evening.
And the security also leaves.
Except the security.
You as
But
the
he's not
kids.
in the house. He's
out.
So it's you and the kids at night.
Yeah.
Wow.
But remember that many of them are big now. You've seen them. So they're of the age that I could hire. About 20. So it's so helpful when your kids, but you have older women, right?
Yeah, I have the women.
So for me, the kids are so helpful. Like, look, we can't call Becky, do this, like the kids are and they're quick.
For those ladies, in case maybe there's something I need at school or something that I need to do, they're always there. Whenever I tell them, please, we are going to do, they are always there. So, and the things that I need to work with them, the jobs, because I want to do tailoring, hairdressing, make candles, soap. Thank you. Making soap like that, so that they can be working and getting money and also be able to support their kids. Because for the kids, they don't sleep at school, but I feed them breakfast and then lunch. Then the evening, it's on the parents or grandmas like that. So I want them to at least have something, and they are really ready to start. It's only me that I have been up and down to finish the school, because I have been building a school for these little kids. So this year is specifically for them. But when I saw that, I was like, God, you have really planned this for me, because I never even expected to meet you or even to have this conversation. But right now that I'm like, okay, these are the signs that I need to start. Yeah. So these are the signs
And
that
you're never 100% ready.
this is that.
Yeah. So just, but you've already done so much. I mean, imagine like a school,
Yeah.
you know.
Do they have a routine?
206.
Do they have a daily routine?
They routine me?
Like things they have to do, like wake up and pray, then wash dishes, then a specific routine.
Yes.
Do the kids have a daily routine?
Like if when we walk around, I'll show you the timetables. The timetables are everywhere.
Like, do they cook sometimes?
They cook
Each other
all
do
the time.
laundry.
So that lady leaving she comes at 9 and leaves now. Leaves early. Anyway, so why I need someone is when the kids come from school,
They have something.
I want them to find warm porridge. I want them to enter the house and immediately find something. And then also we have little 6-year-olds and all that. I hate seeing the little ones doing laundry. I don't know why. It bugs me.
But they should.
They should do their underwear, their
Yeah.
socks,
Right now
their
they are
hankies,
still 6 is
but
still
not
young.
towels and sheets.
When I was younger, I used to do laundry at 4.
That was a
But what
punishment.
I'm saying is I don't like it.
I'm glad I
It bugs me. It bugs me. And then the other kids laugh at me and they talk about it, how Auntie Ruth hates seeing the little ones doing laundry. But it bugs me. So she helps. So she's here just to help the house. But the kids are fantastic cooks, and they compete.
It's
Yeah.
healthy for
Yeah,
competing.
they
Is
cook.
healthy.
They compete. So everybody wants to cook and to cook in the best, So Sundays is the one day we have meat, protein, unless we have guests who come and say we're giving you food. But otherwise, Sundays is when we have chicken, fish, whatever they've chosen. Come on a Sunday.
Yeah,
I should show you pictures. There are kids, like I think last Sunday, the cook did chomo on sticks. So everyone got a big stick on the plate with a chapati, and they're really good. The girls are good cooks. They make fantastic chapatis with everything they make. So they've grown up with that spirit of cooking because they do everything. Breakfast. The ones who are tailors cook their own lunch. We actually had a lunch program here called Wateka where we fed the community, but it stopped during COVID, and then we moved here, and our community changed.
Yes.
Because the other community, So now we need to. We haven't yet. We started it officially. But on Saturdays, when we have over 100 kids here, everybody eats. Like they have, nobody goes home without like a full tummy.
Yes.
Because, we know what they're going home
Yeah.
to. Yeah, most of them will probably not get anything when they reach home. So it's called Wateka. Do you know that word?
Yeah.
It's like
Thanks for
Okumbenyo.
cooking, yeah.
Wateka. So they do have routines. Everyone has a job. The tiniest, they do the shoes, polish what. They wake up early. They have to go around, pick any trash every single morning. So the little ones have their child-friendly chores.
Yes.
And then when they come in the evening, remember everybody nowadays in Ugandan schools, too much homework.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's hectic.
And then, cooking, cleaning. The older ones have to help the younger ones with homework. So that's a compulsory chore. Laundry, so we do. And then we know who's cleaning the library, who's cleaning the bedrooms, who's cleaning the
Oh, I see you have a beautiful library.
Do they have? Do some of them have parents who still keep in touch or try to
We encourage them to keep in touch.
with their
We do,
parents?
yeah.
Okay.
We're very intentional about making sure that their connections with their community remain strong.
True.
So, like if you came over Christmas, you'd find
Their moms.
like half of the girls are not here, 3/4 actually, because that's the longest holiday in the year. So we do 2 weeks where we make sure someone goes somewhere. And it used to be sad. We would all go crying. But now everyone is like packing, you know, because
They know they're going to come
and
back.
then they'll come. Exactly. Like they know this is home and where they're going is now visiting. And everybody there treats them well because they know that. Is that your song?
She's a musician, as I told
that was
you.
one of her latest hits.
So do you have like a close by church where you're able to take the kids to church? And
We even have our own benches in the church. And the home actually has all religions. Catholics, Anglicans, Okay, those are the three religions.
Okay, if I may ask, what's the worst story? Okay, you know every child has a story behind. What's the worst story you've heard from these girls?
Well, everyone. So one thing that surprised me, which I didn't expect, but now I know, is that abuse is very common.
It's common.
I didn't know. Rape, but it's just so sad. So I think 70% of the girls have been through some sexual. And in fact, so our home is supposed to be a halfway home. It's supposed to be, I don't remember what they call it, but like the police bring the kids, then we look for families, which we do. So when you see a kid here, know that we failed to find family, or maybe they were abused and the families did nothing. So there we don't bother even looking for family. So abuse, I mean that's those are the saddest.
You know what hurts me about abuses is because the abuse is usually done by the people we are supposed to trust.
Yeah.
And
And they
then
don't know the impact that will give
family.
and then families like Tobidopa, you know, like don't mention about it. Like
It's a
most of
shame.
us have gone through things.
Because we have, but then it doesn't lessen what is happening to the child. And many people compare people trying to pull you to someone actually raping you.
You know,
And
what
they protect the
baffles me
uncle.
is that these are the things that stick in your mind forever. You know, you just have that trauma all the time. Once you hear about abuse, you get that smell, you just feel like you're old.
And you know what's so sad? So what? We people still try to pull our kids into bushes here. Like this hill. You saw the beautiful hill.
Yes.
I don't know what's wrong with our hill. Every year, at least 2 kids or 3 get pulled. Like men try to.
They're walking, they're coming back from school, and it's crazy. That's what is happening back in my village. In my village, you have a lot of sugarcane these days. They said, and so you're passing through a now path when the sugarcane is everywhere. Anyone can hide when you don't know. So, and it's like, even young babies, like 8, 7, they are raped, and you're like, God. So it's really, really hard, but I totally understand. Like a baby,
It's so sad. Like, these, I don't know what's happening. What's wrong with these men? Anyway, so those are the. Then the stories like there's a family. The community came and called me. There were some kids who the mom left because the dad was abusive, so and left. So the kids remained with the dad. Then he is a drunkard, so he would lock them in the house and go to drink. So one time he went and disappeared in his drunken things for a week. By the time the kids people broke the windows, the kids had dug holes in the mud floor and they were eating soil. So their bellies were full of soil. Like in a bid to survive. So those are the the heart-wrenching stories. Yeah. Everyone exactly how you asked the question. Everyone has tough story. Our Doreen, who's a teacher, she talks about her story. The others are still, we don't actually. I don't even if you go on Instagram, Facebook, I don't.
Yeah, until
give
when
the
they
kids
are
stories.
okay,
Yeah,
talk about it.
themselves. So Doreen, like when she graduated, she asked to preach. So she was actually the preacher in our local church on her graduation service, and we cried the entire church because she was telling her story in pieces, right? Like she talks about how her dad had 7 wives, so they all had houses, right? So when she became an orphan, she still had a house, but you know the whole childhood household, but nothing. So here she is, hungry every night, but seeing the stepmoms cooking, seeing smoke coming, and she would go and try to. They never shared. So she tells this story of one time when she was telling her stepbrother, but everyone else has smoke, even us, you guys. We need to get food. So he said, so and so owes me some coins, blah, blah, blah. So he went and got some money, and he went and got food from, these people who sell pig food. The scraps from hotels and all that. So he went and got food. So he came home at night, puts it in the pot, puts a lot of water, covers it, and the food cooks. Doesn't allow them to help because he knew what he had put in.
Yeah.
So they come to eat and they're eating, and she's like, but we kept spitting. What are we spitting? What are we spitting? So in the morning, they woke up. When she was cleaning the dishes, it was pig hairs, like pig hairs and hot pepper. So this story, so when she was telling the story, and you're looking at her, yeah, anyway, so then she's like, no, look, I have my own party. I have my own people say, supper's ready. That's the thing they like talking about, like when they do plays. They do this thing of ringing the bell, supper's ready, which to them is huge, because before it was food, even knowing where food was coming from was.
Do you have some kids with some physical disabilities or diagnosis?
No, nothing physical.
That's so great.
Nothing physical. We have health issues. Like we have a heart problem. We do have asthma. We have someone who has what they call arthritis at a young age. And then we have like psychological, like dyslexia, and
Then,
trouble
like
with studying.
for a girl with a heart problem, how do you go by the medications? Because that's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's big.
So we're lucky we found it. So healthcare, by the way, is a big deal. Yeah, it's the one thing that's scary. When people ask, what are you scared of? I said, if I get sick, because all of the kids get sick. But we were lucky. There's a fancy clinic that opened in town called Medicus, and they like us. They love the kids. That clinic has saved lives. Because even when we have nothing, they never ask us. We pay when we get. So they just keep compiling, and then they even slash it in like half. So this guy, God is going to bless them. Anyway, so this kid was sick, really, really sick. So I wasn't here in town. I said, take her to the free hospital. So they ran up, took her there, then came back and said, they said she has worms. I'm like, worms can't make someone, feel to walk. She was aching. Her limbs were aching. So I said, let me come and take her to Medicus. So I came. By the time I came, they were carrying her. She couldn't walk.
That was serious.
And she's little. She was 7 at that time. So we carry her to Medicus, and they diagnose her with this. It's a sort of arthritis that affects the heart. What is it called? Rheumatic fever. The child had rheumatic fever. So if they had not diagnosed it early, she wouldn't have made it. Because it immediately affects your organs. It goes to the heart, then the kidney, and now I found out that rheumatic fever is the #1 cause of heart conditions in kids. I didn't know. I found out with my kids. Anyway, so she needs a certain injection every month in her bum. So until she turns, I think they said for the next 7 years. Yeah. So we took her to see another doctor actually last week. So I was like, Abam is suffering. Like it's a tough injection. It hurts, and if you don't do it quickly, the liquid crystallizes. So they have to poke her many times. She said anyway. So the doctor said whatever they're doing in Kabale is perfect. He said those guys are following the exact thing that we would have done. Yeah. So to answer your question.
Yeah,
What's your question, please?
How do you deal with the teenagers? Like sometimes they can be stubborn. How do you manage them?
I would say
Teenagers are tough. Yeah, but I think in our home we've not had major issues. Yeah. We've had issues, yes. Because this is the age when they see boys and they're like, "Yeah, boys are interesting." So it's nothing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And my kids are cute, so I'm worried.
I have seen the workers and look at
Imagine.
All
Yeah.
natural, like they have no makeup, they have nothing on, and they're beautiful.
But let me tell you, sometimes when you have a safe home where you're free to everyone,
Well, they can talk to you.
where you can talk to boys who come in, but it will not that be a big deal. Because that's what affected us, because at home it was a rush. They are rush. So you just found this safe place where you can talk, have fun, laugh, play around. So that really caused a lot of issues here.
So around him,
you feel
peace.
peace.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, it's so. But anyways, guys, we want to start move around.
And the girls baked.
What? Hey! So let us go have some tea and a cake. It will be really good. So thank you so much. I have really learned a lot. Let me hope we'll keep in touch because I need you like crazy. You have to help.
We need
us.
each other.
Hosting us.
I wouldn't exist if it weren't for people who help. And our motto is we rise by lifting others. So let's
Okay, I
rise
have
by
one
lifting
last
each other.
question. Like somehow I never want to sit in one place. Like I get bored quickly when I'm in one place. So I'm doing what Sarah is doing, but on a low, like not as you just.
Surrounded by nice
So
people.
now I don't know what to do or how to identify people that truly need my help, or because when I come to my area, I come from Fort Portal, and the biggest problem that I have found in my own area is child labor. But also people are proud; they wouldn't want you to give them that kind of help. Then I went to Tororo, where I did my first project because of Kim and Sarah, and it turned out well. But now I don't know, because now I feel more attached to the other people than I am to my own people, which is like hypocrisy. So what would you advise me to do? What do I do?
No, I started with
Help when
most of my
necessary.
work was in the north. Like I started by volunteering in Ngulu for a while, even in Fort Portal, like in Kuruba and stuff. So I feel like kids are kids, or needy
Regardless,
wherever
you
you
know,
are, they're all our
Just to
kids.
do where your heart feels right.
Because if your heart isn't attached, you won't
do
it won't
anything,
work. It will work, but it will be weird.
Of course, people will tell you, even if instead of helping your people in the village, you're helping in other. It's okay.
They already told me, instead of building your mother a house, you're building strangers a house.
And remember, with
it's
us, I get given with religion. Even people say, how can you help people who are not your religion? You start with your own family. But no, need is need. Need is need. So do something that you're passionate about, because if you're not passionate about it, then it will be half-hearted and it will show. Even the people you're helping will feel it.
That this one is not something that he wanted to give me. So just do it where your heart feels right, like where you feel peace. Because at the end of the day, you want to do something which you love.
Something that will bring out something.
So guys, we are still talking, but Let us move around. We have Mbo in a cage. My teacher said follow.
Fly, we will fly for
Hey, we'll
food.
fly for food.
So I want to fly right now because the cake is there. Hey.
When she turns into her language, she means business.
So it's fine. Right now, let us go get some cake and we move around. Yeah. So thank
Lovely
you so
sitting
much.
with you ladies.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was nice listening to you.
Can I take this one? Oh my god! Oh, even the cups are unique. We shall do the cake with help. Aza kunonya. Akunonya eh?
Mchala mkulu alina okunnoonya. Tabano mukyala muto gwe.
Ate tekirina nsonyi nakyo ne kijja. Oh my god! Oh, Angie! Oh. It wasn't the ebonies in the play. Ah. There's some cake slices here.
Get unity. Nice. Yeah? Well done. Secretary, say, oh, you are. Much for watching this video. That it was perfect. I enjoyed it. The cake, you have to teach me how to bake that nice cake
When you come back,
Okay.
we'll do a session.
Yes, and guys, we'll be coming back in
July
July
7th.
7th.
Okay, July 7th. But now we have to make sure we come back. It's going a 5-day what?
It's like a festival.
A festival where she'll be celebrating 10 years.
Jubilee.
Hey, I can't wait. There's a lot which is going to happen. And in case you're in Uganda and you would love to come in to join us, you are most welcome. They have so many things to say, that the shirts, the sweater, the jumpers, the dresses, the bags, the shoes, the shoe house. That's yeah. Yeah, the t-shirt. So come.
They do a lot of stuff.
Yes.
And your presence will mean a lot.
Yeah. Kindly, if you're in Uganda, kindly come and visit.
Even if you're not in Uganda,
And you want
take
to
a
come,
flight and
come.
Yeah, Dimas, you need to be here. Brenda.
But if I talk about, I want maybe your Facebook account.
Yeah. So Grace
Come,
Villa,
come.
even if you Google, just say Grace Villa Kabale. So our website is gracevilla.org. Facebook page is Grace Villa Kabale. Twitter is Grace Villa UG. Instagram is grace.villa.kabale. So, but the best thing is to just Google Grace Villa Kabale and you'll see. Or Google
the
my
links
name.
will be
Yeah.
in the description
Ruth
box
Kendeji.
if possible.
So please, I'm going to write this name in the description box beside that you can know the real spellings, because you can go there and start seeing other villas.
Kampala village.
Yeah, and you also see this building there. So this there, in case you have something for the girls. I love girls because I know we have so much that we go through. That some people don't understand it. We as we even doesn't understand that we are going through things.
Yeah.
So if we at least help one at a time, it will be really beautiful. So go there. And if you have something for them, kindly donate, because donations can't stop. We always lacking something, and whenever you do that, you're adding a stone on us. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for loving me. I'm so glad I came and visited. And guys, give me a year. It's big, but I'm telling you, give me 1 year. I know my ladies back home, at least everyone will have something to do, because you have inspired me a lot. And I know you can start little and be big when you even don't know. So Banange, my crew, you have to come in and support me and help
Yeah,
me.
we have to come back as a team.
Yeah.
Actually, you've given me a task. I'm going to go and
Yeah.
Especially me.
Yeah.
and I bring it.
You will not get rid of us.
Yeah,
so
because I want
please
us to
don't
start doing liquid soap, and I'm going to go
So
and bring the
anyone who
knowledge
have
and bring
something
it.
to say what you have learned here, or what you have gained, or where you think I can change, or you can help her if there's something that you feel that she needs some change, or a compliment.
Me, I'm just inspired and thankful that I'm in between people who believe in the same things that I believe in. I believe that kindness is very important. Even my tattoo here says it. Like, being kind is very fulfilling. So please, if you're out there and you see people in your neighborhood that need your help,
Please do this.
in your capacity,
Yes.
please do it. And thanks to Miss Ruth. No, Grace.
Grace
Thank you
Villa.
so much for hosting us, and thank you for putting smiles on girls, and being a very, very, very important pillar in this country, because when you educate one girl, you're educating the entire nation. So thank you so much for being there when we cannot. Yeah.
So I want to thank you, Grace, for welcoming us in your home. Yeah, we're so humbled, and thank you so much for also being there for the girl child. Yeah, thank you, and may God bless you.
Amen. I receive it.
Amen.
I personally I didn't grow up with my parents, so they are still alive. There are so many things that were happening, witchcraft, all that, the abuse. But if you reach to this place, those stories come back, and most of you have gone through this. So I think we can always help out, reach out to these people, because we have gone through the same stories, and they keep happening again and again and again. Yeah, we can always. I'm even out of words.
Actually, same here.
Yeah, so that's it.
His signature laugh.
As Shami Vlog, I'll wind up by saying thank you so much, Miss Ruth, for hosting us here and for giving a home to the ladies. I know I'm a girl, I've gone through a lot, though I can't just start saying it on camera here and there, but we really do go through a lot. If you start opening up, some may not believe that things do happen, but in reality, things happen. So giving them a home, the love for a mother, it's something kind. I just feel like it's worth it. We've not brought anything here today. We are really sorry because
Next time
just
we'll
got
come prepared.
Yeah, by the way, also
Brought
that
a lot of
matters.
love.
But we wish we had brought something.
Doesn't always have to be physical.
Yeah. So
To our
thank you
hearts,
so much.
a date.
Twasima muno.
So guys, thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for loving the crew, and we have now someone to join our family. So in case you would want to know the fully of her work, go on her website at gracevillas.com. You're going to see everything. .org. Yes, .org. So kindly go there and check on her work. you come and tell me, because
Before we close, I think Kim need to share something also.
Yeah,
I've been behind the camera. Go share something and then we
rise. We
hope we
rise
see.
by lifting others.
Actually, for me, first time to come here, I saw this,
Hey.
you know, and I see. Hey,
So what does this mean?
I'm very
Embabazi.
It means grace.
Grace.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm so proud of her. You know, thank you so much for starting, for having this idea, and for helping our child. You know, we appreciate, and hey, you have challenged me because I'm a man, but I have a lot of things which even I don't know, and another thing you see, guys.
God can do miracles.
Miracle. We call it a miracle.
A miracle.
Yeah, miracle house.
Miracle house.
Miracles do
So
happen.
actually, she's with over 200 children here, you know.
And
she's
anytime
doing
she
amazing,
expects to get more kids into the home.
you know, not only orphanage, like
Orphans,
orphanages, but
yes.
there are others, you know, whose parents they don't support themselves, you know, they just abandon them. So she's helping them.
But also with boy child, we also need to be cared for.
But this is what the children do.
Yeah, by the way,
Okay.
this is the website.
This is the
This is
website.
the
I think you
website.
can see. So, hey, now I'm now a brand ambassador.
Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I know we'll have any other beautiful 5 days here, and you'll get fully of everything. Let us pray we'll manage to come back. Let us pray we'll have time when we are healthy, and we come back and enjoy and celebrate with her the 10 years of here. And me too. I can't wait to celebrate my 5 years. At least I'll start there.
It's a big landmark.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to do what?
Subscribe.